Hey guys, welcome back to Rosalind's Medical Medium Experiment. Sorry I could not get back with y'all on Monday. I have felt, in all honesty, because I'm an honest person, I have felt so bad because the more I tried to do this, the more no foods I had. Like I would have no foods every day, twice a day. So much so that I have to tell y'all how interesting it was to go backwards. Um, I fell back so hard with that. Almost all of my symptoms, almost not all of them, almost all of my symptoms would come back up. I just could not deal with the stress of things going on and the emotions and how do I get grounded. And what I found out is like the more stressed I got, the more bad foods I would eat. And the interesting thing is I had clients to no show. And that really like makes me uncomfortable because I'm a control freak and I'm trying not to be a control freak. And so the foods would cause me to get depressed and have anxiety. Then my clients would no-show because my energy's all mucked up because I feel like I was having so many no-shows. And so I realized just yesterday that how much this food affects your life. And like not even with symptoms and not feeling good, it affects my life so much that it prevents my abundance from happening. It will make me be in a very stuck place. And so once I could correlate the two and change things, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting back on all my foods. Like I just kept making my foods, and if I didn't eat them, which like today I have my smoothies, and I completely spaced and forgot and really just had such a hankering for a food that I'm trying to cut my addiction on. And I talk to the angels all the time. I've started talking to them more to see if I can get some of this stuff to shift even more. And I know they're doing their job. I know they're working. I know they're here. I thank them. I'm thanking them right now for being here because I've asked them to bring me peace about my body. Just give me some peace. If I'm going to eat these foods, give me some peace. And so I ask also the angel of disarmament to disarm the food before I eat it because the addiction stuff has still been so strong, but it's better than it was 3 days ago. So I really cannot complain. I just have to tell y'all step by step and step out of place because I'm not speaking all the way fluidly through all of this stuff that's happening. But I just have to tell you, when your life is really having a ripple effect, and not a ripple effect that you want, have the foods, and just if you have a no food and a good food, if that's what you can do it. Ask the angel of disarmament to come in because this is just building really good building blocks and concrete for us, and we can get through this, and we can do this, and we are love and light, and we are these warriors that are just going to, I would almost call like these angels of we're these human angels here on earth to help everybody else is going through this. Are we going to be perfect at it? No, probably not. Not yet. Maybe not. Some of us are perfect at it, and it's so, so good and so courageous. And if they can do it, I know I can do it. So I just keep pushing forward because I've just been absolutely blown away at how my life just and my energy and my thoughts have changed from one day to the next because I was in the dumps, which is why I did not do a video on Monday. I could not figure out what was going on. I knew all the physical things that were bothering me, all the physical people and all their shit that's not mine. I understand that. I just couldn't get things to shift. And once I realized, oh my gosh, let me really get back into my food, because when I'm in my food, people didn't cancel on me, and if they did cancel, I didn't care. And if I had no shows, all that kind of stuff did not bother me. Nowhere near like it did the last few weeks. And I couldn't even tell you the last time I had someone no show. So have just been blown away at how good the food is. And that is another tool in my toolbox to put in there of why I eat this way, is because I want my life different. I want my life better. I am going to be this inspirational, intuitive, spiritual medium slash health coach slash wellness massage skin therapist. Just this light. I am this light, and that's how I'm going to be, and I'm going to inspire people. And I had the most magical day yesterday with Kat. I've talked about Kat before. She's a spiritual healer, intuitive. She gives me intuitive readings. She holds really good space for me. And we actually have a blast, and it's an intuitive reading amongst other amazing things. And so I worked with her yesterday, and we prayed and interacted. I'm looking at my sheet. I write down all my notes from her and everybody I go to. We had such an intuitive spiritual connection yesterday that it floated through the rest of my day, so much so. And from what it said, I actually started doing more of my homework, and got up this morning amongst all the other stuff, getting the dogs ready, getting the food ready. But I got up this morning and took my celery juice, because I don't have a place inside my house that is very comfortable, that's not like human occupied or dog occupied. So I went outside on the front porch this morning, and I live in the country, and so there's lots of animals and critters and stuff, and it was dark because the light was just coming up, and I sat out there and had my drink, my celery juice, and I prayed and I meditated, and I just really prayed a lot to the angels and God, asking for help, asking for what I needed, talking about what I wanted to be. And it was so beautiful. The stars were beautiful. The night sky was 2 different colors because the sun was starting to rise. It was amazing. And so those things just keep trickling into my day. And months ago, I couldn't have done meditation. I'm like, what? You want me to do this, this, and this? Like, I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time. I don't even know how to do all the stuff you want me to do to heal. But however, this is my journey, and it goes in a different way than I want it to go, and which is helping me to give up control and not be such a control freak. And so that way it's just happening from a godly place and not happening from any other way. And I can actually say that I can get up to and have time for meditation, and I have time for these things, which are these goals that, like, well, this person does it and they're skinny, and this person does it and they're healthy, and this person and these stars do it, and all these other people do all this meditation and this stuff, and they have so much time to do this, and blah, blah, blah. And whether they do or they don't, the fact that at this point, I can start to implement these things and understand why I'm doing them and what effect they have on my day. And that is so relieving. And a couple months ago, I would have never thought I could even have time for the meditation. I would want to, but I was just so stressed. And so everything in my life just keeps changing, and I'm so excited, and things are going to be so good coming up in the future. And I'm so excited about that, and I'm so excited for being here. And I had this opportunity to work with a client yesterday after these sessions, and this client kept, I'm practicing on everybody, I just don't tell them. And this client kept talking. She's talked several times about her careers and different things, and I just grounded myself and took a moment and went to that place of that intuitive person that I am. And I just told her, I said, blah, blah, blah. Why are you, I was like, I didn't say that. I said, blah, blah, blah. You are such a light to everyone. And you're so much bigger and better, and not better, but there's so much more of you to give than just being this way with this brand or this way with this brand, because this is a salesperson. And I said, people are feel like they're trying to restrict you, and that doesn't work for you. And I see you as your own brand, and these are things that you like to use, and this is why. And I'm like, what is the difference in looking at that and being that person instead of like putting yourself in this box to be this person? And it wasn't exactly those words, but let me tell you, the energy behind it, it touched her. It touched me to touch her and give her that blessing. And that's what I want to do with everyone, is I want to give them blessings. I'm not in this to be popular. I'm not in this to be famous. I feel like that possibly might happen to a certain degree. But and that's okay if it does, but it's just kind of one of those things where I want to be that person that inspires you. I want to look like that person that inspires you. I want to be that person that has the words to lift you up and let you be the light, no matter what freaking size you are, no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on in your life. Like, you just know that God thinks you're great and that you're doing something instead of nothing, and you can get there, and this is part of your journey, and it's just gonna be awesome. And that's where I'm headed. So I just wanted to let y'all know how much things have like shifted, and I have no idea. I have an idea of what I weigh. I have no idea of what I weighed last week. I don't think I'm gonna like focus on that so much on my videos anymore. I might not. That's not going to be my main heading. This is not where I'm really going. That's all going to happen. It's letting you know how amazing you are. It's letting you know, even if you have one little tiny blueberry, one like in the day, and you have no foods the rest of the day, it's okay. You're going to get there, and you're going to do a great job. And trust me, the more you do and have the contrast, the crappier you feel, and the better things are like going to just keep happening for you. And I'm going to feel really awkward telling y'all this, but I just kind of have to. So I just had some no foods at lunch. I've had these foods last week. They made, I'll tell you what it is. It's mayonnaise. I'm like slightly addicted to mayonnaise. And it makes, last week, my throat felt like I had Goiters in it, and it was like squeezing my breathing tube, I can't remember what it is, esophagus. And I just had that, and last week I felt it instantly. Today I asked the angel of discernment, and I felt guilty a little bit about asking her, but I have to try things differently. I asked her to come in and help me, and that I'm still addicted to this, and I'm not over it, and I'm trying to figure it out, but please don't let this food harm me. And she did. I do not feel the way I did last week. And that does not mean I'm going to go back and eat that stuff. That means that is evidence that they hear me, so I can tell you, and so these angels are hearing us, and they are going to help us with our addictions, our habits, our conflicts. They're going to bring us peace to our bodies, peace to all of this stuff, and let us heal. And on another note, I also wanted to tell you about the, sorry, I had to look at the time because didn't want to have like a too long of a video, but I also want to tell you about how I have decided that I'm living, that I'm healing. I tell myself all the time in my head when I'm doing massages and these random thoughts are coming in and it's depressing thoughts, I'm like, no. I am healing. I am healing. I am healing. That's what I just keep saying. I'm like, I am healing. And I just rant that in my brain. And I just keep saying that. And I have decided that EBV does not get this power over me. It's not here to do me all of like any kind of harm. It's not getting any kind of power from me. I am healing. It is leaving my body and things are happening. And I just keep saying that and keep going there. And if I can't, because I'm such a visual person, I kind of see these 3 letters everywhere. to give me hope, to remind me. They come up and they remind me and they give me hope, and then I just keep seeing them and doing them. And I even just wrote them down on the place that I love to go eat. This lunch, I usually get a salad and I put mayonnaise on there for the dressing. And I have decided that like that has just got to shift. And so I write GGT everywhere. And GGT is, I don't want to put this person's business on there because she's my client and I love her dearly. And I can get salads from there and not put mayonnaise on there. And so I wrote it all over her napkin and I have it on my desk. And GGT means God's got this. God's got this. God's got this. Whoo, God's got this, because I ain't got it right now. And I just keep going that route and just like finding little things that work. And I've pretty much quit watching TV at night, and I get my homework done because I'm in school, and I find other things to look at. I find things to be happy about. I find things on YouTube. I read books. I play with my dogs. Because TVs have commercials and commercials have food, and that kind of messes with me a little bit. So I just have decided to live my life a whole different way. And when I don't watch TV, I have more time for other things. And, if I get moving and I get, going and jumping on my trampoline and putting up clothes and cleaning this, I'm getting things done and my mornings don't feel so stressful. So I just don't like TV that much to give it that much energy. And I feel like this kind of stuff might actually help y'all. And it's also, you have to know that I am pissed off because I want change so bad. And when I get this pissed off, I make change happen. But with the angels and everything else, change is inevitable. So I hope this was not too rambling. I hope that there's points in there that you can take from this. I am going to be the change that I want to see, and the change that I want to see is love and light, peace and joy, and it's a safe place to be, and you have so many tools in your toolbox that you can use, and I want to just keep giving you those tools as we figure out what and how to do this. And I have a feeling within like 3 months, we're going to look and feel completely different, and it is going to be amazing. And I'm so glad you're on this journey with me, and I love you guys so much, and God loves you, and this is going to be awesome, and we're going to kick EBV's ass. So, hope you like all this. Love you so much. I will see y'all soon.